Hello everyone, welcome to the podcast series of RMK Funday. In this podcast series, we are gonna be discussing a lot of questions around risk management, and also we are gonna be discussing how the risk is managed in real life. So in today's podcast, we'll be discussing what are the common questions that someone should ask while identifying a risk, or I would say, what are the few questions which someone should know when he or she is managing the risk? And we'll also cover few important discussion around what is the impact of risk on an organization. So whenever you are managing a risk, I generally say that you are supposed to ask six questions. What are the six questions? Number one is, what is the business trying to do or achieve? Number two, what might affect it? As in, what is affecting the business objective? Number three, which are those things that might affect and are important? Number four, what should we do about it? Number five, did it work out? As in, we are talking about, did the risk management plan work out? And number six is, what changed? So, as in, after implementing our risk management steps, what changed? Do not worry, we'll be discussing this each questions in detail in the further podcast series. Today we'll be speaking more about what is business trying to do or achieve. So every organization, every business are doing something or is present because of some objectives, or because every business wants to achieve something. Now, as a risk manager, first step, you need to see what is the purpose or what a business is trying to achieve. What is the ultimate goal for an organization? And once you are able to identify it, then it's very easy for you as a risk manager to see how you are going to be identifying the risk, how you are going to be managing the risk, how you are going to be analyzing the risk. So it's again very important for you as a risk manager to see first what is the purpose, what is the reason behind its existence. Now, as we have seen, the organization is working in very uncertain environment, right? And the organization gets affected because of hell lot of decisions during the journey or during the course of business. Now those decisions can be either of your own or can be of a third party. Now again, a big question comes is ki how does this decision is gonna be impacting me, or how these decisions are taken. So generally any organization takes a decision based on two things. Number one is a probability, number two is a consequence. Probability is nothing but what are the chances, yeah, what is the likelihood of occurring that event. I call this as a probability, and generally it is called as a probability, likelihood, or a possibility. Second is a consequence, how much will be the impact of those decision on my business. So the impact can be a positive impact or a negative impact, depending on the type of organization and depending on the environment as it is working. So consequence can be a positive or a negative. Now, on the basis of that, we generally form a 4x4 table where we say it's a high impact, high probability, low impact, low probability, high impact, low probability, low impact, and high probability, high impact. And the basis of this, we generally form a 4x4 table, and the basis of that, we decide what will be our mitigation strategy for each course of action. So during this course, I have said many times the word impact. So what does the word impact means? So impact is used to define how the event affect finances, infrastructure, reputation, or a marketplace. So it's more about how much the organization is gonna be affecting due to all these things. Now, if you want to reduce the impact of any event, what you need to do is you need to see whether the control are in place or not. So control will be playing a very important role for a reduction of any impact on an event. So I'll give you a small example. Say for example, we have a warehouse, and in that warehouse the fire has been occurred. Now, to cover those risks, what I've done is I've tried to take a insurance for that warehouse. Now what I'm doing is I'm trying to reduce my risk. In short, I can say that I'm trying to ensure that the impact on my financial position of the organization is less. Hence I have taken an insurance which is acting as a control point for an organization, right? So as a risk manager, you need to think, okay, how can I reduce the impact? And generally the impact represents what is a net or a residual or a current level of risk which is present to the organization. Now, as the organization start taking the risk, they are expecting some return out of it, because risk and return go hand in hand. Now, it's a very good thing to know about that. The risk and reward depend on the type, or I would say a stage in which the organization is into. Say, for example, if it is a startup operation, then the level of risk will be very, very high, but the potential reward will be low. As and when the company moves from a startup stage to a growth stage, the level of risk will be the same, it will be high, and the potential reward will get increased. But when the organization moves to the maturity stage, the level of risk reduces and the potential reward is again high. Now, when the organization comes to a decline phase, the level of risk is low and the potential reward for the same is low. Now, it's very important for an organization to see at which level the organization wants to work into, at which level the organization is entering into a business. I'll tell you a short example for a Ferrari car. So there was one event which was organized. So it was a Formula One Grand Prix racing car event in which what happened is the Ferrari team thought that why not to use a wet weather tires. So isn't what are wet weather tires? So wet weather tires are those tires which work very good if it is raining outside, and if it rains, there is a high probability or there is a high chance that the Ferrari team is gonna be winning that race. But unfortunately, what happened is it doesn't rain outside when the event was going on. So which lead to a loss to the company, or which lead to disadvantage result for an organization. So it's very important for an organization to see at what type of risk it is taking and what will be a reward for the same. So in the same way, you as a CRO, you as a chief risk officer are supposed to see or decide how much risk you are taking for organization and how you are ensuring that for that risk you're getting a potential reward or potential output whatever you want. Alright, so in this way you as a risk manager are supposed to manage risk and reward. Stay connected with us, a lot of podcasts are gonna be coming on this, and I hope you're liking this podcast series. Do let me know on which all topic you need a further podcast. Stay connected with us, and please do share this podcast with your friends, because this is gonna be really helpful for every one of you. Take care. Bye bye.